Hi everyone and welcome to my studio. Today's video is on mixing colours again in colour pencil with a focus this time on keeping harmony within a colour range. I'm selecting green as the colour for our subject, which could be foliage or the feathers of a bird. Now you can always mix your greens with blues and yellows, but I'm going to use green from the Polychroma range. When you look at the colours the greens, I suppose, that we're given in the Polychroma range, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And many of these greens are not naturally found in nature. So this is a demonstration on how to simplify the selection and keeping your greens harmonious. Now I'm choosing May Green as the main colour. It's a nice mid-tone natural green. So making it the main body of the subject, and say it's leaves, and your leaves fall into shadow, you might pick a dark green out of your colour range. This is not doing it correctly. Just to put it into shadow. And then you think, well, it's also going to have a little bit of light on it. I'll pick a light green to indicate where the light's on the leaf. And clearly you can see that's not going to work. So this is a demonstration on how to have variety but maintain harmony. So again, we've got the green as the main body colour, and we're going to put it into a bit of shade and use a colour to indicate the shadow. And this one is Warm Grey 4. You can use quite a few of the greys for shadow colours. And we just pop a little bit on there. You can see that's darkening that green up nicely. Put another layer of green over it to blend it in. And that works really well. Another one of from the grey range is the Cold Grey in 4 as well. And pop it in as a bit of a shadow colour. And that works as well. Maybe if you've got a blue sky that's influencing, you might want to go to the cooler grey. It always depends on what your subject is and what the light source is and what colours are surrounding it would be your choice for shadow colours. Another colour you can use is blue violet. If you had a lovely clear blue sky, again, this would be a nice shadow colour. To darken your green up, but keeping it nice and cool. There you've got 3 shadow colours that are just all slightly different. Now if you're doing, say, a bush with many multiple leaves, you would probably come across some reds and browns within it. So burnt sienna is a great choice for adding a little bit of variety and warmth. Sometimes some leaves are almost brown on their own without any green at all. So you can use that within your green. It works really well with this green. Another colour that comes to mind is burnt ochre. And it's a beautiful orangey brown. And very natural colour as well, and works well with that green. So we've got some shadow colours and a nice variety of warm colours in there to add a bit of variety. To lighten your green, you've got a few choices again. One is just by using the same green but backing off your pressure and using the white of the paper to lighten that green off. Get lighter and lighter, like so. Another choice is using a yellow with your green, and this time I'm using Naples yellow, just very lightly in there to give a nice goldy colour to that green. Maybe your leaf is again facing the blue sky, and it's getting a lot of light on it. But with a little bit of a blue tinge. You can use a cold grey one. And that works really well, almost gives that silvery green of a eucalypt. And again, just to get really light but slightly warmer, we can use the ivory. And again, that's got a little bit of a yellowy tone to it, but just produces a very nice light green. And of course, if you want to maybe burnish slightly, you can use white. Keep your green nice and light pressure. Just use a little bit of white over your green just to smooth it out. Now that's just a few simple choices, and clearly you can see there that you've got nice harmony. You've got quite a bit of variety, but harmony as well. Whereas here you haven't got that in comparison. That doesn't work. These all work. So just keep that in mind. You can use other colours, this process, I guess, with other colours such as red and your blues. And it's always handy to begin at this stage if you're a beginner. And as you increase your knowledge, you can experiment a bit more with your colours. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know with feedback, please. That'd be great. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.